Hello and welcome back to another episode of Comicsgate Corner. This is number 4, in case you're not aware. This is the show where I cover a little bit of what is going on Indiegogo related to Comicsgate, taking a look at campaigns that are already live, up and running, campaigns that are up and coming, and any major events that may have transpired in the last week. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright, welcome to Supervillains Anonymous. This is an epic graphic novel written by Stitch and Adam. And for anyone who's not familiar with Adam, that is Adam Friended. He's a bit of a YouTube personality that's been going around for a while now. This is a bit different than the normal Comicsgate fare in that usually you've either got a known comic person or someone who's come from the comics world and is hoping to make their first book. Whereas here we've got a couple of guys who are quite big on YouTube, who are looking at it like, we see what Comicsgate is doing, we like it, we like the Comicsgate books, we're supporting them, and we want to get involved. I became familiar with Adam through Ethan Van Sciver. I'm not familiar with Sitch, but I've listened to one of their streams together, and they seem like good guys. Adam definitely seems very passionate about Comicsgate. So I'm only too happy to present him here on Comicsgate Corner. So yeah, I thought let's take a look at his upcoming book, Supervillains Anonymous. It says here it's illustrated in all its laser-filled awesomeness by CT. Okay, and it says sign up for the mailing list or this project might not happen. That sounds like a threat, Adam. No, I'm just kidding. He has said that they weren't going to go ahead unless they got 500 sign-ups, and I do believe they've gotten a lot more than that. So it looks like this project is definitely going ahead. Let's take a look at what it's about. In a future perfect world where hunger and disease have been completely eliminated, a rebel band of supervillains struggles to return the world to its more dangerous and magnificent days. Alright, so that's the elevator pitch. Here's a bit of the art. It's a pretty cool cover. It's got a different look about it. It's interesting when you get guys who are sort of coming from the outside of the comic book world. I'm thinking of someone like Narwhal, who was initially into cinema and just decided that no, his story would work really well as a comic, and just bringing a new kind of comic, a new kind of style, and it was really popular. So it'll be interesting to see if these guys can pull off something similar. So here's their plea. This is your opportunity to show a couple of nobodies on the internet that dreams can come true. Think of how awesome that'll be. Alright. So yeah, whether or not you know these guys, whether or not you've watched any of their YouTube, it doesn't cost anything to sign up to the email at least and check out the campaign when it launches. I'm not exactly sure when that will happen, but if you're still unsure, go and check them out on YouTube, see what they're all about. Alright, next in line, Replicator 3. This is Rob Arnold's newest installment of the Replicator series. Rob's been getting a lot of exposure over the last few months in Comicsgate due to his remastered campaign of issues 1 and 2. He's out there on Twitter and YouTube promoting other people, talking about comics, talking about Comicsgate. He's very approachable. And the thing about Rob is he's a talent hunter. He will find the best people out there that he can get to work on his book. And unfortunately for him, Aaron got snapped up by Zach, but he's found some new people and the art is looking amazing. So Rob's got a real hard-on for villains. He loves a great villain, and I think a lot of us do too. And that's why I'm really excited to get my copies of Replicator, and I'm definitely going to be backing this project. I've already signed up to the email. So it says villains aren't born, they're created. And he's got some day one bonuses that will become available, so make sure you sign up. Replicator just keeps getting better. Human experimentation, super soldiers, mutants, and mechanical robots collide in a disease-ravaged England. An incredible series featuring art from Aaron Alfici, Rob Willis, William War Rays, and Jimmy Rays, just to name a few. Join us on the journey as we make issue 3. It's going to be epic. Check out that art by Rob Willis. I mean, this guy is just one of the best out there right now. Everything he posts is just phenomenal. And if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with Aaron Alfici too, another up-and-coming master. And let me introduce you to Jimmy Reyes. Jimmy Reyes is a guy that I just stumbled upon at random on Twitter, and he is an inking god. The work that he does is just, it blows my mind. And it's ink that looks traditional, but it's digital. It's just really amazing stuff. I'm not familiar with William Waugh Reyes, possibly a relation, possibly a brother, but anyway, that's Rob for you. That's Rob Arnold for you. He will find the best possible team for his book, and it may cost a bit more up front, but it pays off in the end, because this art just sells that epic story that it sounds like he's going for. There's some more out there. Love that huge sword and those colours. Oh, he's also gotten Karl Ritter to do some colouring. So there you go. Just, he's a collector of masters. And that's why he's able, as a guy who's kind of new to Comicsgate, to swoop in and start pulling big numbers and getting a big name for himself. Rob Arnold and Replicator are definitely things to be watching going forward in Comicsgate. Next up, we've got a new cover for SuperHarem. So SuperHarem is a book that was released last year by Matt Wenger, and that's probably the most Australian pronunciation of his name he's ever heard. But anyway, this is a book about sexy ladies and giant monsters, and this is a new special variant cover by Deathsworn creator and Comicsgate legend KarlO'Rowe. So this is available now. He's already got 90 takers on it, blew past his goal, and it's only available for another 9 days. So if you're a fan of Wenger, or you're a fan of SuperHarem, or you're a fan of KarlO'Rowe, make sure you check out this campaign. Celebrate the success of SuperHarem and the creators involved with this exclusive KarlO'Rowe cover. And there you go, there it is. You can either buy this new cover, or you can buy this and the original cover and get 2 books. And the book itself is 48 pages, with art by Joe Ball and colours by Farah Namaliza. Great stuff. Wenger's got a YouTube channel as well. You should definitely check it out. He's got about 1,000 subscribers on it, and they do regular, really fun live streams where they look at crazy videos and just, have lots of fun. It's really entertaining stuff. He's one of the most entertaining guys in Comicsgate, so make sure you check that out and then come back and back this one. Last up, this one needs no introduction. Obviously, I'm not going to make any kind of dent in the promotion of Cyberfrog 2 Rekt Planet, and it's not technically a brand new campaign, but it did just recently pass $500,000, $500,000. And look at the back account, 4,853. There are so many tweet exchanges surrounding Ethan Van Sciver right now, but there's one that I remember where someone was trying to throw shade on him, saying he wasn't ever going to get back to the numbers that he had in the first campaign, and he was schooling them about what's actually going on. And my contribution to that conversation was, this campaign front-loaded like a mofo, it's middle-loading at a pace, but it is going to backload like a runaway freight train. I backed the Ides of March cover. I want the Honeycomb box set. I have to save up for it. It's really expensive. The Australian dollar just fell off a cliff, so it got even more expensive. And if we look, 1,300 out of 2,500 have sold. So I'm just praying that they're not going to sell out by the time I get enough scratch together to be able to get this. Because the amount of goodies that you're going to get in this box, plus the box itself, it's just, you can't ignore it. This is an event. When you talk Comicsgate, you think Jawbreakers and you think Cyberfrog. They're the 2 big properties that started this whole thing. And Ethan has just learnt so much from when he started about how to run an amazing campaign. And he's really become the world leader in promoting and just giving the fans what they're dying for. In the box alone, you get a J. Lee Rekt Planet comic, you get the Salamandroid comic, Ultimate Blood Honey Gold, Cyberfrog Numb. It's just so much good stuff that it's no wonder it's gone off in the way that it has. Just look at this awesome box. I need to get it. This whole idea of having a subscription box on top of the opening day exclusive variant cover, it's just working so well, and Ethan's raised the bar for all of us, and now he gets to reap the rewards. And here's some of the art, and just soak it in. We were all blown away by Blood Honey, and Ethan's promising that Rekt Planet is going to be even better. So yeah, congratulations to Ethan. He's just announced on Twitter that he's made $2 million overall from Cyberfrog since he relaunched the character last year. Just an amazing achievement for Ethan, an amazing achievement for Comicsgate, and the perfect way to cap off Comicsgate Corner Episode 4. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you saw some things you liked, can sign up to some things, can back some things. If there are any books that I'm missing or that you want me to cover, leave a link in the description. Otherwise, hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers over the last couple of days thanks to my animation video and some other shenanigans on Twitter. So thank you all for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you again soon. Alright, cheers, bye. When dreams and reality collide, a life is turned upside down. Thrust into conflict, where ancient shadows fight secret wars. For control of the future. Her allies hide in plain sight. But so do her enemies.